With me now is Lloyd Axworthy, former Foreign Affairs Minister under Prime Minister Jean Chrétien. Hello, thank you so much for being with us. I want to begin by getting your reaction, Mr. Axworthy, to the Prime Minister's response to the U.S. military action in Venezuela. Did it go far enough? Was it strong enough?
I was very disappointed. I think we're witnessing an act of imperialism taking place in our own hemisphere. And this is not something that's thousands of kilometers away. We live next door to Donald Trump, who's now basically made it very clear that he runs the hemisphere. He will do what he wants to get what he wants in any way he wants, and has no respect or obligation to any rule, treaty, agreement. And I think we should have been far stronger in saying, wait a minute, it's okay to say we support the rule of law, but to make it very clear that we don't support Donald Trump's invasion. And secondly, I think there's a very important question here, and that is, what next? I mean, if he thinks he's got the impunity to do what he's doing in Venezuela, he's already talking, well, maybe Mexico's next, and well, maybe Greenland is next. And we're not so far away. So I think it's up to the Canadian government to be a little bit more direct and effective and strong in saying we stand for certain values, and we're not going to hide behind a masquerade by saying, well, we think that this was a good thing to getting Maduro. Maybe, but boy, the way it's happening is a very dangerous and risky issue.
How should Canada balance support for Venezuelan democracy with concerns about the legality of the U.S. action? And I should also point out, the Prime Minister is heading to Paris for talks on Ukraine this week. So to what extent could the U.S. actions in Venezuela be part of discussions there?
Well, I think one thing the Prime Minister, I hope, will take note of is what's happened to Ukraine. It's lived next to a very powerful, irrational, aggressive, immoral leadership, and they've been fighting a war for three years. I think we have to take that as a cautionary tale, and realize that you have to start standing up to the bullyism of these big powers. And Canada has been very much in the forefront over the last 80 years in doing that, except for now. And it's not that we are endorsing Mr. Trump, but we're not saying that he's doing the wrong thing. We should be a little bit more of a leader in this hemisphere with the Mexicans and the Brazilians and the other countries in the hemisphere who say, we're not here to be dictated to by Mr. Trump and his cohort.
And my last question to you then this hour is, the United Nations will be gathering tomorrow in New York to discuss the U.S. mission in Venezuela. What can the UN do?
Well, it can certainly highlight the issue. I mean, I think the one thing, it's a forum in which the question of accountability has to be raised. And it's an opportunity for a lot of other countries around the world. And I think we have a new ambassador in New York. I hope that he's been given a mandate to be very active in going after this question of large power, aggression, and muscle bending. Our own future depends on it. I mean, we have to be very cautious now that we're living next door to a country which no longer respects the rule of law. And as much as our Prime Minister wants it to be respected, he has to stand up stronger in its defense.
Lloyd Axworthy is a former Foreign Affairs Minister. Thank you so much.